Hello, and thank you for the invite.
It's a pleasure. Good to see you. So, are you happy, along with other trade union chiefs, with Corbyn's shift? He has at last made a decision.
No, absolutely not. It's a disgrace, and I don't know who these so-called union leaders are speaking for. They didn't have any ballot of their members. Of course, it might have went the wrong way, and they might have had to reballot them. What unions should be about is what's going on behind us there. People standing on picket lines, fighting for their jobs and fighting the bosses. But we have people too involved in trying to run the Labour Party, pressuring the Labour Party into a position that's against the democratic will of the British people. 17.4 million people voted the Brexit, and that's what that needs to be delivered. And what we're going to see is an absolute destruction of the Labour Party anywhere north of the Midlands.
So you want Brexit delivered, Steve? What sort of Brexit do you want? Because
Absolutely.
We're looking for,
100%.
perhaps, we're looking to a no-deal outlook. Will you accept that, bearing in mind the impact we're told it could have on jobs?
Well, I'll tell you what, the impact that we're having on jobs at the minute in this neoliberal capitalist Europe, this European Union, is that they're trying to privatise everything that moves. Every railway in Europe will be privatised along the disastrous lines of British rail privatisation. That's the fourth rail bill. People won't be able to have a nationalised industry in rail or anywhere else. And by the way, Corbyn's manifesto that he did so well on in the last election will be just consigned to the dustbin of history because he can't implement renationalisation when you're in the European Union. The European Union is a boss's club. It's got institutionalised free movement of capital, free movement of services, free movement of labour. You cannot have socialism in a planned economy under those conditions. It's about opening up spaces that have previously been nationalised to private capital. That's what the European Union is about. And it's absolutely clear that Corbyn cannot implement the Labour manifesto under those conditions.
But of course, Jeremy Corbyn hasn't actually said what he'd do if he won a snap election. And who knows, we've seen enough U-turns at the moment on all sides of politics. We could see him negotiate a Labour Brexit and perhaps satisfy some of your concerns.
Well, I wish we could, and I mean, that's the ideal situation. But what we have now is people in the Labour Party, the fake left and the right, have ganged up on Jeremy Corbyn. They've put him in a corner. And I have to say, even people that was leaders of our parliamentary group, like John McDonnell, have let us down badly. And then McCluskey and the leaders of the big union, they've not balloted their members. How have they come up with this decision? What we need is a respect of the vote that people took to Brexit. We want a Lexit, we want a Brexit to the left, if you like. But given everything else that's in position, we'd rather be out of the European Union with a no-deal Brexit, if that's what it took, than actually overturning the democratic will of everybody that voted and end up in an institution, institutionalised within the European Union, where we have no control over the railways, gas, electric, and all these other things that are opened up to privatisation under European law. So we can't have these things renationalised in the European Union. And what's absolutely disgraceful is that people in the Labour Party who are now ganging up on Corbyn are absolutely aware of this. The Labour manifesto isn't worth the paper it's written on if we stay within the European Union.
Steve Hedley, thank you very much indeed for joining us live here on RT UK.
Thank you.